Big dog boxing, motherfucker. So this past Saturday, from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, live on the Zone, Jerron Ennis takes on Usman Lima for the WBA Reggie belt. And simply put, Jerron Ennis beat the shit out of Lima. I mean, Boots didn't even break a sweat. Boots Ennis went in there and he did what he had to do. That part we could all agree on. But it's like, a part of me is like, so what? Jerron Ennis beats up yet again another can, another no-hoper. Just another guy that was there to get punched on and make Jerron Ennis look good. This is Jerron Ennis' third showcase fight. I'm not even bullshitting y'all, man. But to be fair and unbiased, this was Jerron Ennis' debut at 154-pound division. And as a hardcore boxing fan, I'm just happy to get some boxing on a Saturday night again, because god damn it, man, there has not been much boxing to talk about. So shout out to Eddie Hearn and Matchroom for putting on a show for us finally and giving us boxing junkies something to talk about. But back to Jerron Ennis. Now that Jerron Ennis got his tune-up that he wanted, moving forward, I hope that we can see Jerron Ennis in some fights that the fans actually want to see him in. In the post-fight interview in the ring, Jerron Ennis calls out all the hitters in the 154-pound division, like Virgil Ortiz, Fedora, Xander Zayas, Abbas Baru, and he even called out Bakram Chazalia. And I mean, yeah, it sounds good, right? It sounds good, but talk is cheap. And besides, we've been down this rabbit hole before with Jerron Ennis and his team. Remember, after Boots defeated Karen Chikadze, he called out Virgil Ortiz. Virgil and his team got together with Turki Al-Sheikh. They sent Boots an offer for Riyadh, for Saudi Arabia, and Boots Ennis rejected that Virgil Ortiz offer. So they're just going to have to show me. And besides, Virgil Ortiz already has a fight lined up versus Erickson Lubin for November 8th. So I doubt that fight happens next. But yeah, man, I'm not even going to hold back about how I feel about this fight. This fight does nothing for Boots Ennis in his career. This fight right here is what you would call a lose-lose situation for Jerron Ennis. And I'll explain to you what I mean. If Boots would have went 4 or 5 rounds with Lima, people would have been real critical of Boots for going 4 or 5 rounds with Lima. But since he did get the KO in 15 seconds, people are still critical of Jerron Ennis, saying he knocked out a tomato can. He knocked out a bum, and rightly so, because Lima is a bum. Lima is a tomato can. I've never heard of this guy Lima before this fight. So I did a little bit of research on Lima and found out that this guy had only been a pro for 6 years. That's right. Lima barely turned pro back in 2019 with no amateur background. Absolutely disgusting work from Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, but it is what it is, and it was what it was. But looking ahead at Boots' career, what do I think that Boots does next? Does he fight Virgil next? No. I don't think Boots fights Virgil. Do I think that Boots fights Bakram next? No. Fuck no. Even though Bakram responded to the call out, posting on social media saying that he's ready. But no, I don't think that Boots fights Bakram next either. So, who do I think that Boots fights next? Well, considering that this fight versus Lima was a WBA title eliminator, I'd say that he will be challenging the WBA champion, Abbas Baru, which is not a bad fight. I actually like that fight. Abbas Baru is coming off of a great win versus Yoenis Tellis, where he won Terrence Crawford's vacated WBA world title. So I'll take that. But right now, it's all speculation on what Boots is going to do next, or who's he going to fight next, rather. But at the end of the day, I know I was a little harsh on the criticism in this video, but that's just because I think, well, hold on a minute. I don't just think. but rather I know that Boots is too good to be fighting these guys. Guys like Lima and Chris Van Heerden, Thomas Delorme, and Romain Villa. If you take a look at Boots' resume, his best wins are against Perrine Chukatsian and Amantis Stanionis. That's ass, bruh. Hopefully, Boots does better moving forward. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. But guys, girls, this is all I have for this one. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. And you already know. This has been your boy, O Dog Boxing, and I'm out this. Yeah.